Are you ready? So now we are now back to what? Round. Future coders. You bought 3 candies and your friend gave you 2 more. You bought 3 candies and your friend gave you 2 more. Write a program to find the total. You bought 3 candies and your friend gave you 2 more. Write a program to find the total. The question goes again. You bought 3 candies and your friend gave you 2 more. Write a program to find the total. You have 10 seconds. Remember that. You have 5 seconds more to come up with an answer. Remember, when the question is thrown, the next group is expected to also solve it. In case the other group gets it wrong, then you can also get it as bonus. You don't just sit and wait for the other group to finish solving. You also have to solve whilst waiting for the next group. So in case they get it wrong, you have 2 seconds to wrap up. Okay, so stop work. So group present one work for me to inspect. The group is to present one work from the group for me to inspect. Okay. Please, has the group agreed to present his work? Okay. So from what we have a function define count, and we have original number assigned to 3. Then we have added number also assigned to 2. And we say final number says original plus added number. Then print final number. Okay, so we'll give it to them. Let's give it to them. Let's clap for them. Oh, let's clap for them. Okay. Now, over to you, Group Anonymous. You have a garden of length 5 meters. You have a garden of length 5 meters and width 3 meters. Write a Python code to find the area. Remember, you have the right to ask me for the formula of the area if you don't know. Remember, you have the right to ask. You have a garden of length 5 meters and width 3 meters. Write a Python code to find the area. Remember, the formula has to be meaningful. Your variables has to be meaningful, and you have the right to ask question, or you have the right to ask for the formula in case you don't know the formula for the area. So formula for area is for length by width. Length by width. So you have a garden of length. Remember, you have 10 seconds. You have a garden of length 5 meters and width 3 meters. Write a Python code to calculate the area, or write a Python code to find the area. You have 5 seconds more. You have 2 seconds more. So it's time to wrap up and present one work for me to inspect. So whose work has the team agreed for me to inspect? Okay, Ivan. So we look at Ivan's work. So from Ivan's work, we have what? What is that? Remember, I said the variables has to be meaningful. You don't have the right to change anything now during the presentation stage. So GL, you see, I don't know what GL means. That's the reason why I said your variables has to be meaningful. So if it's garden length, what stops you from writing the garden length in full? Because if I'm a layman and I look at this, I don't know what GL is. You are the only one who knows that GL means garden length. So you are supposed to put it in full. So as a layman, I know that, okay, that's garden length. Okay, so you have garden length by garden width. So I'm giving you half of the score. I'm giving your team half of the score because your variables are not meaningful. Remember, I told you your variables has to what? Make sense. Okay. Okay, you made a new friend at the hackathon. You made a new friend at the hackathon. Store their name in Python variable, at least one. You have 10 seconds. You made a new friend at the hackathon. Store their name in a Python variable, at least one friend. And you have 10 seconds. So the question says you made a new friend at the coding hackathon. Store their names in Python variable, at least one friend. Okay, so based on the inspection, which you choose one person to present their work. You choose one work out of all the presentations, then you present that work. So which are you presenting? You have 2 seconds. You make sure you check, you know the work he has before you allow him to present it. This is a group work. Okay, so the group decides to let Jephthah present his work. Okay, So we'll give it to them. We'll give it to them. Okay. Now, group anon. Are you ready? You want to remember your pet's age in Python. You want to remember your pet's age in Python. How will you store it? You want to remember your pet's age in Python. How will you store it? You have 10 seconds. Okay, so now you have to choose one person from the group to present the work. You have 2 seconds to do that. You have 2 seconds. When you choose someone from the group, you have to make sure the work he's presenting, everyone has agreed on the work. You don't just ask someone to present their work without agreeing on the work. So 1 second to decide. Okay, so we look at Ivan's work. Okay, so we'll give it to them. We move on to our future coders. Future coders. Okay. You found a square tile of side 4 centimeter. You found a square tile. Tile is what? In case you don't know tile, the floor. On the floor here, we have a tile on the floor. When there are many, there are tiles. Okay. You found a square tile of side 4 centimeter. Write a Python code to find its area. Write a Python code to find its area. You found a square tile of side 4 centimeter. Write a Python code to find its area. Remember, you have the right to ask me questions if you don't understand or if you want clarity from something or you want a formula. And you have 10 seconds to finish this work. So you have a square tile of side 4 centimeter. Write a Python code to find its area. You found a square tile of side 4 centimeter. Write a Python code to find its area. Remember, you have the right to ask for clarity or ask for more explanation, or in the case you need the formula. You have 2 seconds more to wrap up. So the team will have to what? Present someone to present their work. So who is ready to present their work? Okay, so has the team, the Bright from the team is ready to present his work. And like I said, this is a teamwork. The team must make sure they are agreed for him to present the work. Okay, so we have area defined by Bright, side length 4, and area also side length exponent 2. So print area. All right, so we'll give it to them. We'll give it to them. We'll give it to them. Let's clap for them. Let's give it to them. Guys, let's give it to them. Okay, so we move on to final 2 questions, then we move on to round 3. Okay, so group anonymous, are you ready? You bought 6 apples. You bought 6 apples and each cost 2 cedis. You bought 6 apples and each cost 2 cedis. Write Python code to find total cost. You bought 6 apples and each cost 2 Ghana cedis. Write a Python code to find the total cost. And you have 10 minutes. You have 2 seconds to present a member of the group. You have 2 seconds to select one member of the group to present their work. Yes, so who is presenting the work for Group Anonymous? Remember, you have 2 seconds. Your 2 seconds is over. You either pick somebody now or I throw it to the next group. So Ivan is presenting for Group Anonymous. Okay. So we have a function assigned cost. Number of apples assigned to 6. Cost is 2. Total cost is what? Number of apples by cost. So total cost. Okay. So we'll give it to them. We'll give it to them. Let's give it to them. Okay. Now, final question. Then we come to the end of round 2. Okay. Check in Python if 5 is equivalent to 5 and print the answer. Check in Python if 5 is equivalent to 5 and print the answer. You have 10 seconds. Check in Python if 5 is equivalent to 5 and print the answer. Okay, stop work. So you have to pick one member of the group to present the work for us. Remember, you have only 5. You have 2 seconds to present the work. So who is presenting the work for your group? Okay, so the group selects Bright to present his work. Okay, so we are giving you, I'm giving you half of it. I'm giving you half of it. Reason is that you have a variable assigned there to 5. So if you are not using the variable, why assigning the variable then? Why will you assign the variable and not use it? So if you have the variable assigned, meaning I expect you were going to use it, or meaning you were writing the variable for fun, which is not a neat work as a coder. If you don't need the variable, then you don't have to put it there unless you need it. Okay, so we have come to the end of round 2. Round 2. So we'll have to hear address from what you think of this round. So yes, we start from Group Anonymous. How do you see the round 2?
For this round, it's a very interesting, difficult, but we did our best. That's fair to say.
Okay. Yes, so for future coders, how do you see this round? How do you see this round?
The round went well. And we did our best.
Okay. All right. So thank you for also staying with us for round 2. So we are also going to mute and get back to round 3 in the next 5 minutes. Thank you and stay with us.